Hi everyone and welcome to my place. This is for homesick Kiwis around the world. My son is living overseas and I know that whenever we have a conversation, he'll say, "Oh, it's nearly Christmas, Mum. Is the Pohutukawa out?" Oh, and I love to say to him, "Oh, well, I tell you what is out, and that is the kofi." I shared how to make your own kofi not so long ago. Have a look at the link on how easy they are to make. And the reason I did it is because, as I said, is because I wanted to do this kiwiana arrangement for all my friends around the world, which meant I had to go under investigation to get all the components. So the first in the step is the container. Now, for those of you wanting to create this red, it's a beautiful, beautiful red. It's chalk paint, and into the chalk paint I put red iron oxide because that is the colour that you see on all the meeting houses, the beautiful signs all around the country. It's that red iron oxide colour, which is a little bit duller than the Pohutukawa. Now, for those of you living overseas, you can buy this at Amazon and I think eBay. There's a lot of places you can get this. You don't need very much, so don't be concerned. The next thing that I did was I got a little brown Tiki, and for those of you who don't know about a Tiki is like for good luck. Beautiful, 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 lovely little face, and oh, just gorgeous. Now, the other thing that I wanted to do, and I've painted it white because I really loved the white, and it almost sort of like reminded me of Wedgwood or the jasper ware, and that's another story, so I'll just keep that inside my mouth for now. So I put the white on the outside, and then I wanted to almost like our silver fern but with leaves so that there was more definition. So there I've just put the little leaves around the outside. Now to make those leaves, it's just a matter of using the, where did I put that glue? Oh, it's just the air dry. I've just used the air dry clay as its form, and this is wonderful because when this dries, it dries to be like paper, wispy thin, and it's quite good and nice to work with. The other thing I used was a little cake mould here, a silicone mould, and it had the little leaves on it. So once it's dry, you can just take your little leaves off, and then it's easy to just use a little bit of Mod Podge and then just stick those around the side. So that's a really, there's your vase set to go. You don't have to go that far, but I just thought if I was going to do it, I might as well go all the way. Let me just strike all of this out of the way so that we can get on and make our beautiful arrangement. Okay, there's my front, so make sure that when you're doing this that you've got your front all sorted out. The first to go in are going to be a couple of branches. Now I'm just going to push those down and into there, and I wanted gnarly branches, so that's why I have selected these, and I'm just crisscrossing those in like so. If you want this to go out a bit further, just because I wanted something, you know, when you go into the bush, all those of you who know, when you go in the bushes, like dead branches and there's beautiful greens, and then you might see something else. So that's what they are to represent. The next to go in are some ferns. You'll find these at Amazon as well. So I just wanted to just roughly, I don't want this to be pristine perfect because those of you who know about the New Zealand bush, it's never neat and tidy. So I'm just going to push those down and into there, and the more varieties of ferns you can get, the better it's going to be. And yes, that does look like a little bit of maiden here, but you know, for what I'm doing, I don't really care as long as I've got it. And then I've got that last little bit which I'm just going to bring down and into there. Now, as I said, the reason why I did the kofi is because I want to add these into the arrangement. Now I've got one piece there which I'm just going to stick out the side there. Look at that, doesn't that just remind you of home, everyone? And then with these here, I'm just gently going to take those out because you don't need very much. It was just, for me, it was just a little bit of a token gesture of a little bit, oh no, I'll use that one there, little token gesture of a little bit of yellow, and that looks really nice. I don't know that I sort of got round to showing you when we did the pickups when I made the kofi, the leaves on it, but just randomly chucking those leaves through it, that can go over to there like so, and then this one can go over the other side. And I want you to know also that when I first was thinking about this concept, get into there, I actually found some little wooden ko-fi flowers, but they just sort of like didn't do it for me. That's why I sort of decided that I'd learn how to make my own. I tell you what, I'm feeling very proud of myself. Okay, now the next to go into here is going to be, I won't put the Pohutukawa in yet, but I've got this lovely tea tree or wax flower, but we call it manuka here in New Zealand, and we make beautiful honey out of this. It's, oh my goodness, it's just beautiful, beautiful honey. And I love the white. The reason I've got the white on the outside is because I knew I was going to use these. I've got a big hunk of it there, and I'm just going to push that down and into there like so, so that the white, which is the most dominant, is into the center. The next to go into here, I have to see where I'm going now, is I've just got 3 beautiful pieces of the ko-fi. I'm going to put a, not the ko-fi, Pohutukawa. So I'm just going to put a bit over to there and a little bit into there, and the last bit I'll bring into there, and it looks like I'm going to need to get my glue gun so that I can put that into the center. So there we have a little bit of New Zealand for all of those homesick Kiwis around the world. You can create this, and when you walk into your home you can go, oh, I'm not so homesick anymore, because look, I'm visually seeing something that is reminding me of home. I hope you've enjoyed this, and I hope for those of you who live all around the world that my little bit of kiwiana just gives you a little bit of botanical knowledge about what grows here at the bottom of the world. See you again another day.